So, this is my refined point based on the last video I made. This has nothing to do with Whoopi Goldberg. This is just, at the least, a part one of layers of ideology and the origins of some racism. Alright. After the Great Flood, Noah Noah's sons specifically and their wives to restart humanity on the Caucasus Mountains, uh, what some might say the White Mountains, ironically enough implying our white human origin for all, I guess. I guess on some average day, Ham, the second son of Noah, saw his father drunk and laying around. I imagine in some insecure rage or something, Noah had the nerve to curse Ham via his descendants, specifically Ham's son Canaan. Sorry, the language barrier I have. Ham's descendants are uh, said to populate Africa by uh, oh yes, Africans or Ham's descendants are said to populate Africa by the first century historian and military Flavius Josephus. Um, the Bible referring to Egypt as the land of Ham. Um, Despite the obvious sounding connection, the implication is a false etymology, where slaveholders in the 17th century thought ham meant burnt or hot just because of the location association, because it's hot there, I guess. Using this same logic, preacher Cotton Mather claimed the dark soul of Africans could repent via ideology of assimilationism, that Africans would be white once turned Christian. Um, this cemented the idea of blackness and Africans specifically as an arbitrary lower caste that spread to America and of course would become worldwide and global. Uh, I actually wrote this down. In 1959, Martin Luther King, doing research, went to India to see the lower caste system, because he had empathy for them. King visited a high school, and the principal introduced him to them, saying, "I would like to present to you a fellow untouchable from the United States." This kind of pissed off King, but he eventually came to terms with the truth of his place in the social engineering. So, India also had a term called untouchable in their caste system, which was the lowest caste. And this probably really disturbed Martin a little bit, that he was referred to as, something historical on that level. I'm not sure if untouchables is necessarily a spiritual associated thing, but since the bias against blackness and the mystifying it, which always comes with like mythology of like oh no black cats and curses that'll happen to you if you see them, I do still think that it's kind of mythological, and it comes down to like false etymology a little bit, and basically using false assumptions in the slaveholding days. I guess even back then they were just justifying Bible stuff without really looking into the context. So, but there was no specific origin of the word ham. Like, we don't know it, I don't think. Um, so I think that's good for now.